morning, everyone, and thank you very much for joining us today for our weekly press conference. I will start this press conference by recognizing the month of May as Asian Pacific American Heritage Month and Jewish American Heritage Month as well. We acknowledge and celebrate their cultural contributions, their diverse backgrounds, and their great history. They have played an important role in shaping our community and enriching our culture, strengthening our economy, and revitalizing our neighborhoods. I thank them for their contributions. We have 4 topics today on our agenda. We also have very special guests joining us to tell us more about each of the topics, so you can see they're all up here with me too. First, because May is National Preservation Month, we will talk about the efforts of our City of Erie Historic Review Commission to recognize and preserve sites for future generations. Second, we will remind everyone about our upcoming tire and electronics recycling event, which is this Saturday, the day after tomorrow, May 3rd. Third, we will present a proclamation about Drinking Water Week. Fourth, and finally, we will present a proclamation about the National Travel and Tourism Week. Now, as we celebrate National Preservation Month this May, I invite all members of the community to reflect on the rich tapestry of Erie's past that continues to shape our present and our future. Our historic buildings, neighborhoods, and landmarks are not just remnants of the past. They are living reminders of who we are and where we come from. Preserving the generational honors of these places that came before us ensures that future generations can learn from and enjoy our shared legacy. Historic preservation is not just about maintaining old structures. It's about building stronger, more connected communities. It fuels local pride, it supports small business, and it drives economic revitalization by making our city a unique and vibrant place to live and to visit. I commend the efforts of our local preservationists, our historians, volunteers, historic review commissioners, and organizations that work tirelessly to protect our city's rich heritage. Let us continue to celebrate, to protect, and to invest in the places that tell our story. Here to speak on behalf of National Preservation Month is our Director of Planning and Neighborhood Resources, Jackie Spry. Jackie, the floor is yours.
Good morning. Thank you, Mayor Schember. Historic Preservation Month is celebrated every May in the United States to recognize the importance of preserving historic buildings, neighborhoods, landscapes, and cultural heritage. It was established by the National Trust for Historic Preservation to raise awareness about the role historic preservation plays in telling America's story and maintaining community character. Historic preservation is more than saving old buildings. It's about preserving the stories, achievements, and character that define who we are as a community. Erie has a rich and layered history, from its industrial roots to its vibrant neighborhoods, and our historic preservation program has made incredible strides in recent years to protect and honor that legacy. As we observe Historic Preservation Month this May in our city, I encourage all Erie residents to explore our historic sites, participate in preservation efforts, and take pride in the unique character that our shared history provides. One way you can participate is by sharing your stories and knowledge of historic spaces on our story map. Through this online story map, which can be found on the City of Erie's webpage, people of all ages can share historic photos, places, and stories to allow us to learn from and appreciate the history that shaped our community. In addition, throughout the month of May, we'll be sharing stories and images that highlight some of Erie's most treasured historic landmarks. This includes the 4 exceptional properties recently added to Erie's Register of Historic Places. We invite the public to follow along on our social media pages, engage with these stories, and share their own memories. To close out the festivities of Historic Preservation Month, we're excited to invite the community to a special celebration hosted by the Historic Review Commission at the Erie Art Museum on Wednesday, May 29th at 5 p.m. This event will honor the newly recognized designations on the City of Erie Register of Historic Places and celebrate the progress of Erie's Historic Preservation Program. Mayor Joe Schember will share remarks on the importance of preserving the historic character of our city's spaces and places and the role preservation plays in shaping Erie's future. Whether you're already engaged in preservation efforts or simply curious to learn more, we encourage you to attend this event at the end of the month. Now I'd like to introduce Matthew Falcone, the newly elected chair of Erie's Historic Review Commission. Matthew will reflect on the significant strides the City of Erie has made in historic preservation. Matthew?
Thank you, Jackie. My name is Matthew Falcone, and I'm the newly elected chair of Erie's Historic Review Commission. It's my pleasure to be able to share with you some of the accomplishments of the Commission over the past year and the different ways that we are working in partnership with members of the community to protect Erie's heritage. This past year, 4 landmarks were added to Erie's Register of Historic Places. These include the Old Customs House at the Erie Art Museum, the Erie Day School, the way-built Weber House in the Frontier neighborhood, and the Erie Federal Courthouse Complex, of which includes the courthouse, our former main library building, and the former Baker building. We are tremendously proud to say that the city's historic preservation plan, adopted in March 2024, received an award from the PA chapter of the American Planning Association. This year, we also successfully closed our first iteration of the Historic Buildings Improvement Grants. Provided in collaboration with the Redevelopment Authority of the City of Erie, these grants were available for owners of historic buildings for maintenance and general improvements. All of these accomplishments you may have already seen or heard of, but there is so much more behind the work in the scenes we do to protect Erie's history. Our commission spent this year making improvements to Article 7 of the zoning ordinance so that the historic preservation will be more accessible and transparent to all in Erie. Article 7 governs the nomination process for historic resources and outlines protections to our historic landmarks. The Department of Planning and Neighborhood Resources is facilitating a citywide comprehensive resource survey to identify historic structures throughout the city. You may have seen our team of consultants from EDR working their way through your neighborhood and assessing every building in the city. They have completed surveys of the West Bayfront and Pulaski Lighthouse neighborhoods and are recording data in a map that you can view online. Finally, we took steps to leverage Erie's status as a certified local government to access funding for the Historic Preservation Program and to meet our obligations to remain in good standing with the Commonwealth. As busy as this year has been, there is much to do in the year ahead. Several individuals, community groups, and businesses have reached out to us to see how their special piece of Erie's history can be recognized and how we can continue to use historic preservation as an economic driver for the city while taking care of the very things that make us special and unique. Thank you, and back to you, Mayor.
Thank you very much, both Jackie and Matthew. Really appreciate that presentation. And also I want to thank all the members of the HRC members that are here. This is a very important work. We appreciate your devotion to historic preservation here in Erie. You have excellent progress in a very short period of time. Let's keep it up. Next, in 2013, the state of Pennsylvania declared it illegal to dispose of a covered computer and television devices in landfills because of the hazardous material and the heavy metals that they contain. The state now requires that these items be recycled. With us today is City of Erie Arborist and Sustainability Coordinator Sarah Peelman, and Sarah will tell us about the upcoming tires and electronics recycling event taking place here in Erie. Sarah, the floor is now yours.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor. This Saturday, May 3rd, is our annual tire and electronic recycling drop-off day. The event will be held at the City of Erie Municipal Complex, located at 1926 Holland Street, and will run from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Historically, scrap tires were thrown into landfills or were sometimes and still are illegally dumped. In 1990, only 17% of our nation's scrap tires were recycled. Thankfully, this number has increased, and as of 2019, 80% of our scrap tires are now recycled. Tires can be recycled as new tires. They can be shredded, chipped, or ground, rubber material, or they can be used for tire-derived fuels in industrial power plants and boilers. Electronics are important to recycle as they contain valuable resources such as rare and precious metals, plastic, and glass. Things like copper, silver, and gold. And sometimes they also have hazardous materials such as lead, arsenic, mercury, and even radioactive materials like uranium. If these hazardous materials are not disposed of properly, they can end up in landfills and leak into our water supply or contaminate our soils. And now it's also against the law. So this is a really important event for our citizens because it's one of the only events that are free and free to city residents. The Erie County Recycling Program also has a household hazardous waste event monthly, but there is fees for that. So our event is again for city residents only, and you can bring a copy of a photo ID, your driver's license, or a current tax bill to show that you're a city resident or own property within the city. And residents may dispose of up to 6 tires per person. Only passenger and light truck tires will be accepted, and there should be no rims on the tires. For electronics, acceptable items include things like TVs, computers, monitors, tablets, keyboards, e-notebooks, anything related to computers and notebooks and laptops. New to the event this year is also that we will be accepting carbon monoxide and smoke detectors to the recycling day. And you can also refer to the 2025 City of Erie Calendar and Recycling Guide for additional information about other types of recycling in our community. So please come out and bring your tires and electronics to be recycled and disposed of properly. I just wanted to add that last year we recycled approximately 31.5 tons of tires and 34.5 tons of electronics. So that's a lot. Since we started this program, we've recycled 445 tons of electronics that we've kept out of the landfill in our alleys and dumps. So that's really great. So thank you, everybody. Mayor?
Thank you very much, Sarah, and I really encourage everyone to take part in the tire and electronics recycling event. And remember, for information on composting or recycling, please take a look at your City of Erie calendars. We sent them out to every Erie resident at the beginning of this year, and to share recycling, refuse, compost, and other key dates and information. We still have some of these calendars left here in City Hall. If anyone needs one, if anyone here needs one, I happen to have 5 of them with me. I'm happy to give them out. We've got a lot of them left over still. Next on the agenda, the Erie Water Works will be celebrating Drinking Water Week next week, May 4th through May 10th. While some cities around the country are struggling with drinking water scarcity, quality, and pollution, Erie is blessed to have an abundant supply of water right here in Lake Erie. That is why it's so important to continually protect our environment to ensure safe water now and also in the future. The Erie Water Works assumed the operation of the Erie water system on January 1st, 1992, right? The Erie Water Works is an independent organization for the past 33 years and has worked hard to operate, maintain, rehabilitate the water system while providing service at an affordable cost. They're really doing great work. I love working with them. Additionally, Erie Water Works is working hard to replace lead service lines from the city's water infrastructure to improve drinking water quality for all Erie residents. Joining us today is Erie Water Works Chief Executive Officer, Craig Palmer. I have a proclamation to present to you, Craig. If you could come up and join me maybe for this, and then I'll turn it over to you. So, this is recognizing May 4th through May 10th as Drinking Water Week here in Erie. Whereas, for more than 40 years, the American Water Works Association and its members have used Drinking Water Week as an opportunity for water professionals and the communities to serve to recognize the vital roles plays in our daily lives. Whereas, Erie Water Works was founded in 1992 and operates, maintains, and rehabilitates the water supply for our region, including the City of Erie, Lawrence Park Township, Wesleyville Borough, Harbor Creek Township, Mill Creek Township, McCain Township, McCain Borough, and portions of Summit and Green Townships. Whereas, the mission of the Erie Waterworks is this: to guarantee a continuous, uninterrupted, reasonably priced supply of quality water to its customers, which assures public health while promoting regional stability and future development. Whereas, we recognize the hard work of the Erie Waterworks team, from customer service representatives, construction and maintenance crews, chemists, scientists, geologists, engineers, to water treatment operators who work tirelessly to ensure safe, reliable water for all of us. Whereas, Erie's tap water is the lifeblood of our community, safeguarding health, providing critical fire protection, fueling economic growth, and enhancing our quality of life. Now therefore I, Joseph E. Schember, Mayor of the City of Erie, hereby declare the week of May 4th through May 10th as Drinking Water Week in the City of Erie. I encourage our citizens to protect and enjoy the abundance of quality fresh water available for use here in the city. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think you can move that on. Craig will now give us a few words as well. Craig.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. The Erie Waterworks is proud to join communities across North America in celebrating Drinking Water Week. This is an annual observance led by the American Waterworks Association. So taking place from May 4th to the 10th, Drinking Water Week highlights the importance of safe drinking water, and it recognizes the efforts of water professionals who keep it flowing around the clock in the Erie region. So we're observing Drinking Water Week with notable events that include the following. All week next week in our lobby, we'll have fun educational content for youth, prizes like stickers and water bottles and things like that in the lobby of our administration building at 340 West Bayfront Parkway. On Monday, we'll be unveiling our new Tap 814 branded refillable drinking fountain in our administration building lobby. Tap 814 is a new community-wide campaign, an initiative to raise awareness about the benefits of tap water and to promote the use of refillable water bottles to avoid the environmental and health consequences of bottled water. We will be working with local partners in the future to place these at key locations throughout our community. We now have 2 branded locations at the Erie Airport, one at the Manufacturers Association, and so we want to have these branded fountains everywhere in our community to promote tap water. On Thursday, we're focused on protecting our source as well, beautiful Lake Erie. So in concert with Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful, the Erie Waterworks will be installing a litter boom at the Myrtle Street outfall to Presque Bay. And that litter boom will capture floating debris that otherwise would have entered the bay and the lake from stored sewer drains and discharges. Our employees will also be doing a beach cleanup between our administration building and the Myrtle Street outfall as well. Protecting our waterways, lakes, and oceans is critically important for the future. It truly is. The Erie Waterworks will have a table set up at the Erie Seawolves game on Friday, May 9th to engage with our customers and pass out some fun water-related prizes to cap off the week. I also will be throwing the first pitch out, so I have to dust off the old throwing arm a little bit. Safe, reliable drinking water is crucial in so many ways for our community, including public health, economic prosperity, and our high quality of life. Our 2024 water quality report's now available online at eriewater.org. And we're proud to report that we meet or exceed all federal and state drinking water standards. We are proud to be your regional water supplier, where we provide world-class water and first-class service. And I did want to make a note. I think it's notable. You may have seen a week or so ago we received $10 million in funding for lead line removal. And I just want to note that within the past 3 years, the Erie Waterworks has obtained $65.7 million in funding. 52.7 is grant money, and the rest is low-interest loans. And that is to eradicate lead primarily within the city of Erie. So those benefits are tremendous. And I want to stress we have exceptional treatment that prevents the lead from leaching out, but getting the lead out is one of our main focuses right now. And so there's a huge benefit within the city and our community to do that. So I want to thank everyone for being here today. TAP is terrific, and thank you to Mayor Schember for all the support that the city provides in working with the Erie Waterworks. So cheers to water. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Craig. That was this great work you are doing. We fully support it. Erie Waterworks has been at the forefront of clean water efforts and has been a true leader in that area. Your work is in line with the environmental efforts that I have initiated as mayor. These include the stormwater management program, capital improvements at the wastewater treatment plant, and appointment of the city's first environmental advisory council. It is vital that we protect our waterways now and for the future generations. The City of Erie remains committed to safe drinking water, and we appreciate all that the Erie Waterworks is doing right now to ensure that we continue to have clean water. Next May 4th through 10th is also National Travel and Tourism Week. I have a proclamation to present to Christine Temple from Visit Erie. And Christine, you want to join me up here for the reading? Thank you. So we're proclaiming National Travel and Tourism Week in the City of Erie. Whereas, travel spending supports vibrant and safe communities here in Erie, Pennsylvania, and across the United States by generating billions in state and local revenues. This supports essential service such as education, emergency response, public safety, and much more than that. Whereas, travel enables success in all industries, including manufacturing, agriculture, retail, and healthcare, by driving sales growth, innovation, education, operations that power our economy, our city, and our entire nation. Whereas tourism is one of Pennsylvania's leading industries, contributing more than $76 billion annually to the state's economy and supporting more than 486,000 jobs in the United States. Whereas, in Erie County, tourism ranks as the third largest industry we have, generating more than $1 billion in visitor spending and providing employment to more than 14,000 individuals here in Erie. Whereas, Erie County tourism ranks as the third largest industry, generating $1 billion in visitor spending and providing employment to more than 14,000 individuals. Whereas, since travel is an essential industry, we must continue to communicate that growing travel and tourism leads to economic growth, benefits businesses, fosters mutual understanding, enhances community vitality, and connects our entire nation. Whereas, Visit Erie is a leader for making Erie tourism industry and promoting economic growth. Now, therefore, I, Joseph V. Schember, Mayor of the City of Erie, hereby proclaim May 4th through 10th as National Travel and Tourism Week here in the City of Erie. I urge our citizens to join me in recognizing the essential role that the travel and tourism industry plays in our region and to embrace the contributions of this industry to Erie's economy and our quality of life. You can just stay right here, I think, because Christine, would you like to say a few words now, too? Yes.
Thank you, Mayor. Hello, everyone. My name is Christine Temple, and I'm the Director of Communications for Visit Erie, Erie County's destination marketing organization. You'll have to excuse me, this up and down weather is making my voice do crazy things. National Travel and Tourism Week is an annual celebration that underscores travel's essential role in driving our nation's economy, cultivating vibrant communities, and forging connections. It celebrates the U.S. travel community and highlights how travel stimulates economic growth, creates quality jobs, inspires new businesses, and elevates the quality of life for Americans every day. This year, National Travel and Tourism Week, as the Mayor said, is being recognized May 4th through the 10th. Tourism is one of the largest and most important industries in Pennsylvania, and like was mentioned, generates over $76 billion a year and supports more than 486,000 jobs across the Commonwealth. From our hospitality and entertainment industries to our state parks, our trails, outdoor recreation businesses, tourism serves as a powerful economic engine, benefiting nearly every corner of Pennsylvania and giving Pennsylvanians more opportunities to pursue their passions, support their families, and succeed. Here in Erie, tourism improves our quality of life and enhances our public image, making it a much more attractive place to live, work, and play. It opens doors to new perspectives, enriches lives, and creates lasting memories for both visitors and our residents. In Erie County alone, tourism is the third largest industry, generating more than $1 billion each year for our economy. Employs, as Mayor Schember said, more than 14,000 jobs per year as well. And these are not just jobs that are front desk or seasonal employees. This is much more than that. They are career-sustaining jobs throughout. On behalf of Visit Erie, I would like to thank Mayor Schember, as always, and his administration for their unwavering support and dedication to Erie's tourism industry and for their collaborative efforts in advancing our tourism initiatives. Thank you so much.
And thank you very much, Christine. We really appreciate what you're doing. We appreciate all the Visit Erie does to showcase our beautiful community. And one thing I wanted to point out, I know you all already have one of these, but the last 4 pages are just full of information about things that are going on, mainly related to recycling and how we can get things off the street, but do it in a way that they don't end up in a pile somewhere, they're totally destroyed. So I would encourage you, if you haven't looked at that, look at it. If you can't find a copy, I have 5 copies with me. I'm happy to give those out. And that concludes this week's press conference. Please follow us on social media for the latest updates on everything happening here in the city of Erie. Thanks very much for being here or watching today. Everybody who spoke, all of us, don't leave too early, are here, and we're happy to do interviews. Thank you very much.